Namaste and welcome. Today I am reading a response to an anonymous email. Dear One, you alone in this universe are meeting me in a place of bedbound failing health and extreme aloneness. The invitation to remain still in the midst of all hitherto rejected physical and emotional uncertainty and anguish is a gift beyond price. I love you, Sruti. Your sharing of wanting to exit this realm is so familiar here, and yet it's a calling to dissolve into the ocean of God's love, in which all can be endured. All blessings, Sruti, from one who also walks this challenging road and is also tasting deep peace right here. Thank you for sending this. I love you so much. In your words, I can feel some of the intensity of your circumstances. I am resting with you in the midst of the intensity, now and always. In God's eyes, you are already well. You are already whole and safe. You are beautiful and loved. It is the greatest strength to rest here with God while all of this intensity passes through you. All experiences pass through you, and you remain always unharmed. You are never alone. You are here with God, and there is no distance. You are one always with His presence. Resting in His presence is the strongest prayer, and the very source of all relief and healing that may come. You are not forgotten or dismissed, and we need not fear any dissolving, for we are dissolving back into God's great embrace. It is a relief to drop the idea that we need to do something to recognize God. We are simply already found by Him from the inside. He is always here. He looks out from your own eyes now. You are always meeting Him as your own self. We are not lost. In this dissolving, we are found. What it is that is dissolving is all of what can leave you. and as it dissolves, it reveals the one who can never leave. And this one is revealed as the most truth of you. In this dissolving, we are directly contacting God's love and strength and the intelligence of the whole universe. We do not always have control over the thoughts in the mind, the sensations in the body, or the emotional intensity in the feelings. If there is any sense of suffering them, know that it does not belong to you. You need not fix something that does not belong to you. The best place to fix and dissolve suffering is to bring it back now here to the grace of God's presence. By your own resting, this is strong enough to automatically accelerate any dissolving that is needed and to reveal the help and solutions that our body and our being may require. God is always handling it. We need not fear any lingering suffering, nor hide it, nor try to heal it. It simply does not belong to us. Only God can heal it, and first He would simply like us to see that we are not the one who is suffering. We are not any of the ones that we can see or know of or speak about. We are no other from Him. In these circumstances, there is nothing more that we need to receive God's grace. If there is a practice, it is a gentle reminding that your inner seeing is already more than automatic. It is naturally who you are. There is nothing to fix or analyze. No method or process is needed to be your own self. You are so much greater than anything you might find. From God's presence, it is okay to meet any intense feelings or uncomfortable sensations that come up. You are meeting them from the source of true strength itself, from where you are already free of all of this. You are free from all of this and in the midst of this. There is nothing that stands between you and your greatest freedom at any time. Because your greatest freedom is God Himself, and God does not want perfection from you or anyone. He does not judge anyone's suffering or even condemn any personal identity. He does not require that we follow His pointings correctly or speak with perfect language. He does not ask for any fancy footwork, any witty tricks in our self-inquiry. In the great game of life, a game that does not always feel like so much fun, He is the only one who is never playing games. He never plays games with you. He is the straight and true. He is never cruel, and He is not hiding His face from you. He does not even require any more dissolving. He is not waiting. He is simply never waiting. He knows that in an intense moment that you cannot wait any longer for Him. You have no time left, and He is the only one who exists before time. This is where you are already. You live now, before the life and the death. You are the source of even your own soul's resolution. If even the process of awakening can shift and change, and the process of healing must take place over time, then even these beautiful aspects of life can leave you. Sometimes when all of our waking hours have become intensified, we are called to find the one who can never leave, who sees even the edges of the whole bubble of waking life, and to see them is to automatically recognize that you rest always before them. If even the waking life can come and go from you, then you remain simply here. You are the one who never leaves, the one who has the power to know all comings and goings. You exist before this body, even before this body's most subtle sense of awareness. It is safe to remain here as you are, to simply feel any comfort or discomfort in the body as a passing sensation. It is safe to feel any feelings of fear or despair, to feel them and stay so early that you have not even put a name to those feelings. They remain as raw sensations, just simply as sensations that exist in the body and can remain purely physical without their meaning. To meet them without meaning is to let them simply exist and express honestly for a moment. Even these extreme sensations will pass. To meet them is to automatically weaken them. The sharp sword of your presence, that is also the presence of God's unconditional love, is cutting to the root of them. You are not doing anything for this, and yet you are resting as the power of the greatest and most unconditional love and care. This love, God Himself, has the power to dissolve the roots of fear and loneliness, even in the darkest of times. For God, there is no darkness. He is the ever-burning flame. He is always your true lantern. God's love is radiating from within you. He asks that we stay now fully with Him. There is no need to push or fight the circumstances, although it is natural and healthy to move away from what is painful. It is just that sometimes we cannot move away. And so the real freedom lies in meeting any pain and any restriction in His total presence. If our circumstances are very restrictive, He has already pulled you into His ever-present embrace. We are dissolving more fully into the fullness of this embrace. There is nothing to fear from this love. God intimately knows your circumstances, and He does not want you to suffer. He loves you. His love is so great that from the inside, He can experience all of your great pain because He is already not of it, and you are one with Him. Whatever is happening, you simply are not of it, my love. He sees and witnesses all of what is happening for you now, from behind even your own vision. I am resting with you now and always. I am also praying for your relief and healing, but more deeply. I know that you need neither of those things for the true love and freedom that you are now, the one that truly belongs to you. God asks nothing from you. He simply carries you from behind the whole bubble of both waking and sleeping. You are already before and behind and at the center. All is held and happening by God's grace, even these emails and YouTubes somehow. I did see your comment, my love, and I also saw it vanish. But somehow, I had made these videos before you had even left the comment. It is all for you, my love. I love you. I am at your feet. I would love that we meet in person, but if this is not possible, I am available by Skype if you choose. God finds ways to arrange our meetings and provide for our needs. No questions are even needed. Whether we meet directly or simply as presence, we already rest as one in God's great silence of being. I love you. I love God. I see God in you. I am in service to your greatest freedom. God bless you.